There is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. A seed neither fears light nor darkness, but uses both to grow. Any fool can know. The point is to understand. If we will be quiet and ready enough, we shall find compensation in every disappointment. Heard melodies are sweet, but those unheard are sweeter. Fear can only grow in darkness. Once you face fear with light, you win. Don't ever take a fence down until you know why it was put up. How quick come the reasons for approving what we like. Our attitude toward life determines life's attitude towards us. There are routes not to be followed, armies not to be attacked, citadels not to be besieged, territory not to be fought over. An unexciting truth may be eclipsed by a thrilling falsehood. The nourishment of body is food, while the nourishment of the soul is feeding others. Stay calm. You've been through this before. You'll get through it again. An over-examination of life can deter you from life itself. Every act of goodness is born from our desire to be happy. If you dare nothing, then when the day is over, nothing is all you will have gained. I'm a greater believer in luck, and I find the harder I work, the more I have of it. Except our own thoughts, there is nothing absolutely in our power. Life would be unbearably dull if we had answers to all our questions. Where you are in a few months depends on what you do today. You can't understand where someone's going unless you understand where they've been. If something is important, it deserves to be experienced deeply. Not all things that fall down break. Some develop wings. Thinking something does not make it true. Wanting something does not make it real. Pretend inferiority and encourage his arrogance. You like me not because I like you. I like you just because I like me. Vote for the man who promises least. He'll be the least disappointing. To have a human form of a joyful thing, but in the universe of possible forms, there are others just as good. I can't feel my tongue, but I know it's there because I'm talking. Never stop acquiring the common sense. It is as good as the knowledge. Only he who has no use for the empire is fit to be entrusted with it. A kingdom that has once been destroyed can never come again into being, nor can the dead ever be brought back to life. I drink a cup of sunlight every morning to brighten myself. Don't depend too much on anyone in this world, because even your own shadow leaves you when you are in darkness. The easiest way to be reborn is to live and feel life every day. I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Small circle, private life, and peaceful mind. He who doesn't understand history is doomed to repeat it. I don't think there's anything wrong with telling the truth. I know it isn't fashionable. Life is 10% what you make it, and 90% how you take it. Learning without thought is labor lost. Thought without learning is perilous. Make your lives a masterpiece. You only get one canvas. Sing your life. Any fool can think of words that rhyme. Chaos is more freedom. In fact, total freedom, but no meaning. Sometimes things become possible if we want them bad enough. If the path before you is clear, you're probably on someone else's. Your direction is more important than your speed. Do what is right, not what is easy, nor what is popular. The fruit of empty hopes is more bitter than the saddest truth. A kind gesture can reach a wound that only compassion can heal. Some men never die, and some men never live, but we're all alive tonight. You will always find an answer in the sound of water. There is no progress or accomplishment without sacrifice. The essence of being human is that one does not seek perfection. No persons are more frequently wrong than those who will not admit they are wrong. If your actions don't live up to your words, you have nothing to say. Find ecstasy in life. The mere sense of living is joy enough. There is no truth, Stephanie said mistressly, only perspectives. Agitate him and ascertain the pattern of his movement. At some point, we all look up and realize that we are lost in a maze. To be wronged is nothing unless you continue to remember it. Learn from who you were, appreciate who you've become, and carefully invest into who you want to be. It takes more effort to avoid the truth than it does to face it. I had to philosophize, otherwise I could not live in this world. You endure what is unbearable, and you bear it. That is all. Don't flail against the world, use it. Flexibility is the operative principle in the art of war. Show me that I am everywhere, and get me home for tea. It is much easier to be brave if you do not know everything. Every team has its weakness, and every team has its strength. All is mystery, but he is a slave who will not struggle to penetrate the dark veil. Let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night, and when you move, fall like a thunderbolt. Doubting your judgments is the beginning of enlightenment. You can jail a revolutionary, but you can't jail the revolution. Fix your mind on truth. Hold firm to virtue. Rely on loving kindness, and find your recreation in the arts. The line between disorder and order lies in logistics. Waiting for changing opinions is like waiting for nothing. No one else has ever opened doors for me. I opened them myself. Not every instance requires a response. Truth resides silently in the seat of power. When truth is replaced by silence, the silence is a lie. A real scientist solves problems, not wails that they are unsolvable. Your strongest muscle and worst enemy is your mind. Train it well. Nothing truly valuable arises from ambition or from a mere sense of duty. It stems rather from love and devotion towards men and towards objective things. So the important thing in a military operation is victory, not persistence. There are two ways to live. You can live as if nothing is a miracle. You can live as if everything is a miracle. The longer we dwell on our misfortunes, the greater is their power to harm us. It is better to be divided by truth than united in error. The most important decision you make is to be in a good mood. Amid the turmoil and tumult of battle, there may be seeming disorder and yet no real disorder at all. Before you find your soulmate, you must first discover your soul. Every man reaches his destination if he just keeps walking. It takes greater faith to dance in the dark than to rest in light. Maybe everyone can live beyond what they're capable of. Filter out the irrelevant noise. Focus on the objective. The penalty for procrastination is the loss of hopes and dreams. If we have no peace, it is because we have forgotten that we belong to each other. If you listen to critics for too long, you will become deaf to success. A ship is always safe at shore, but that is not what it's built for. Don't be afraid of death. Be afraid of the unlived life. I should have based my judgment upon deeds and not words.